Hey guys, it's me Andrew again, your favorite Canadian YouTuber A, and I'm back once again with more SKYLANDERS IMAGINATORS guest stars! It's been a few months since the last episode, and I've got some new creations to share with you today, so let's just get right into it. The theme of this episode is mainly going to be, horror and rare characters. Well, let's start off with Glamrock Freddy.
The password is pizza.
Yeah, I know it doesn't look exactly like him, particularly in the face, but this was about the closest I could get. I tried to find a head that had like a, the nose in the middle and whatnot, maybe less creepy looking, but this face here with the robotic jaw and the patterns on the forehead was the closest I could find to matching Freddy's head shape. Looks like he's got pizza on the back. You know what? Let's take a look at the parts I used. Robo skull head seems only fitting. Oddly enough, he has human eyes. Shiver me ears, because they have earrings, and I know he only has one earring, but there's no option for only one. Lampman torso. It does, I know the bottom part of his torso looks a little weird when it glows like that, but, yeah. And his arms are, beetle arms. These are actually type of arms that I pretty commonly use for quite a few, because they have like quite a few color options, pattern-wise. Sorry about that. Beetle legs, oddly enough, matching pair of arms and legs. Now the legs were one of the hardest parts, because I tried so hard to find a pair of legs that matches what I'm looking for. Oddly enough, his legs should have been fairly simple, but apparently they were actually one of the hardest parts. Surprisingly enough. And he has no tail, unless you think I should give him a mic tail. And nah. His weapons I chose are the gear fist, mainly because they blend in with his hands. Although I've also been thinking about giving him claws, maybe? Yeah, because later in the game he gets Monty's claws. Do you think these look better? And the size proportions. Color scheme. What do you think? And the aura, of course, party. If he was malfunctioning, I'd probably give him this one. And of course, tech element only makes sense.
The password is pizza.
I'm sure you guys could probably think of a better catchphrase. Let me know. Oh, I forgot about the gear. Mad hat. This was about the closest I can get to his top hat. I know he has a tiny top hat, but unfortunately there is no option to alter the size of the headwear, since it's pretty much tied to his head area. Heroic shoulder armor. Alright, yeah. There. And just to get the legs to match the color pattern they're supposed to, mostly, I chose these leg armor. And of course, pizza on the back. Delivery. Hold on a second. about that. Alright, I think I showed everything I needed to here, so let's see Freddy in action. You ready, Freddy? Was there anything I missed?
Look who's back in action!
Definitely Freddy could actually fight like that in the game.
The password is pizza!
So, what do you guys think? Let's see, so far I've been recording for almost 6 minutes. So far, so good. Alright, now we're done with Freddy. Let's move on to the next one. Now, Freddy was a bit difficult to work with. This next one, on the other hand, felt almost a little too easy to make. So for those of you who are still fans of Poppy Playtime, say hello to Huggy Wuggy.
Be afraid of hugs. Huzzah for me!
Yeah, I know it's not a perfect image, but this is about as close as I could get. Crazy head. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a head that has his, like you know how the top of his head is shaped. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any headgear or anything that does that, so these neocortex ears are about the closest I could find to sort of getting that head shape. Yeah, apparently he has hooves. And no, he doesn't have a tail. Unless you think I should give him one. Yeah. I felt like I didn't need to, Here's the thing. If you want to unlock all of these parts, allow access for all of them, you have to level up your Imaginator to level 6, and, I didn't think that was really necessary for Huggy Wuggy here, as, I didn't think you need to equip much gear to, look the part. So I decided to just go with this. So far, he can only have these. It doesn't really matter anyway. And that he pretty much has no gear, so yeah, I had to make him as big and skinny as possible. Color scheme. And he has no aura. Unless you think maybe I should give him one. And the reason why I chose a life element is because I didn't really know which element to give him. And I had a extra life one on hand, so I decided, you know what, I'll just use it.
Be afraid of hugs.
You think I should make him dance? Alright. Enough talk.
Time for
It's
more
Huggy time.
adventure! What was he?
Ah, crap. This was about the closest I can get to visualize his arms stretching out or something. Alright, moving on. This next one is one of the ones I had the most difficult time with. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. Alright, so like I was saying, the next one I probably had the most difficult time with, mainly because I just couldn't find most of the right parts, but I tried to work with what I got here, so... Now, some of you may or may not have heard of Happy's Humble Burger Farm. A horror game that came out in December is actually really good, but was kind of overshadowed by FNAF security breach and whatnot. Anyway, I've gotten quite into the game recently, and I really want to try and recreate Happy in the game. Happy the cow, Happy the Humble Heifer. Unfortunately, I just couldn't find most of the right parts, so I really tried to make this work, and it's probably not going to look right at all. Well, brace yourselves. Here's Happy.
Something's burning. Must be my friends. I reckon I could use a few tweaks.
Yeah, you can already tell, yeah. One of the biggest problems I face here is that there are no cow parts. The closest I could possibly find was this warthog head. At this rate, I might as well have just created Petey the Pig, Peter the Pig, whatever his name is. Yeah, these were literally the only cow-related part I could find. Pierced cow ears. So at first I was actually planning on giving her these ears. Do you think these fit better? Catsuit. Well, at least it has the zipper and parts that sort of resemble a cow pattern. Snowman arms. Yeah, another huge issue I found is that because there are no cow parts, there are no parts with an udder. So I had to take a lot of creative workaround for this. I know, it just doesn't look right, does it? Oh, as for the tail, this puny little thing right here. Well, this is actually one of the main reasons why I chose the brawler for the burger thing. Well, he seems fitting, right? Plus, I didn't know what other class to give her. Now, another difficult obstacle I faced was trying to find a way to give Happy hair. Yeah, you can tell how much I struggled with this already. This golden lion mane sort of thing was the closest I could find to Happy's hair. Though I did explore other options first, like I once tried giving her a mohawk. I know, it looks kind of ridiculous. Or do you think it looks better this way, or no? This probably would have worked for, like, evil Happy, maybe. I don't think there are, any here. Yeah, Happy has puny little legs, so yeah, I tried to even this out as best as I could. No aura? Unless you think I should give her one, maybe? Oh, I also chose the undead element because I thought it would fit Happy best, and this master contagion ability seems to fit what she can do in game, sort of.
Something's burning. Must be my friends.
I also had a bit of a hard time trying to find the right catchphrase for her, but she... whatever. Let's just see what Happy can do. Time to give him the barnyard
Time to
beatdown.
hit the trail.
That works too. Order up. Order 2 burgers. I'm a through. Right in your face.
Oh yeah.
Looks almost like she sneezed.
Spooky undead attack.
So, I know it's far from perfect, but what do you think? You think I did alright with what I had? Let me know. Alright. Now let's get to the part I'm sure most of you really wanted to see. As you may know, Microsoft had recently bought out Activision, which means they technically now own Skylanders, and that basically inspired me to create some of these characters in the game, starting with the one we all know and love, Banjo Kazooie. Oh, I probably should have given a warning beforehand. I know it doesn't look exactly like him. As a matter of fact, the head is actually the biggest obstacle I face when making him. Like, in fact, this is actually I actually want to try and recreate Banjo and Skylanders Imaginators for quite some time, but the head was the thing that I was most concerned about because almost none of the heads of the game even come close to resembling him. This was the closest possible head I could find. Like, all the other heads look, let's just say, if you think this looks cursed, the other heads look way worse. When I tried him. Like, there was a wolf head, the scruff head, the, yeah, like, you don't even want to know, like, basically, this is the closest I can get that looks somewhat visually appealing and somewhat close to his cartoony facial design. I know his snout isn't long enough, but the only other one I could find that has like a longer snout that sort of fits is the wolf head, and it just looks bad. Plus, it doesn't have 2 color options, just one, so his entire face will be brown with no light color. Yeah, what's funny about this is that, as you might have noticed, yes, this is Flynn's head. I never thought you'd see that Banjo with Flynn's face. That's actually is kind of cursed. Might as well call him Flynn Joe. Oh, Flynn Joe. You know, the Joe part of that is actually kind of coincidentally funny because Flynn's voice actor Patrick Warburton also voices Joe in Family Guy, so it's like a double pun or something. That's interesting. I would have gone with the bear ears, but they're too big. Unfortunately, I couldn't find one that has a color patch in the middle, so Ape arms. Or a color patch on the feet. At least I got the shorts down, right? Does Banjo have a tail? I wasn't sure, so I decided to just leave it. This was the closest I could find to his Banjo. I know it's a different kind of guitar, but this was the closest I could possibly find. I decided to put a little fluff there to sort of match that little puff of hair on the top of his head. And his backpack there. These are the size proportions. Color theme. And he doesn't need an aura. He seems confident. Oh yeah, this is the main reason why I chose the air element for him, mainly because of this bird attack. I decided to choose this to represent Kazooie. I know it doesn't look exactly like her, but hey, it's a bird-related ability. It's the closest I could get. Belly flop. I don't think Banjo has a voice, so... You know what? Let's see Banjo in action. I guess you can't see the birds very well. I step outside the ring. Now let's see if I can get a better view of the birds. You could see them much better in the overhead view on the map. You get the idea, right? Belly flop. I know it's not perfect, but this is about the closest I could get. Do you like my take of Banjo and Skylanders? And yes, there is a Crash Bandicoot level in this game, so if you want to do like a Crash Banjo crossover, so far this is pretty much the closest you can get. Alright. Hopefully this next one won't look quite as cursed. I'll let you be the judge of that, though. It may not be as well known as Banjo, but this next rare character has quite a cult following in his own right. Say hello to the leader of the Battletoads himself, Zitz.
The return of my ultimate awesomeness! Huzzah for me!
I'll admit, this one I actually did have a little bit of trouble with. Not nearly as much as, say, Freddy or Happy, but, well, I think the head is probably the biggest obstacle, because it took me a few tries to find the right head that matches his facial pattern. And this is about the closest I could find. Like there were two other heads that sort of came close, but not really. Now, that's a familiar face. Yes, apparently I used Spyro's head from Battletoad. But hey, at least it's got like the eyebrow shape pattern thing down, right? Pupils. Yep, nice muscular chest there. Obviously. Yeah, and raptor legs, apparently. Yeah, I couldn't find webbed feet, so I decided to go with this one instead. No tail. That was kind of cursed. And I didn't level him up very far, so I only had access to these weapons. And no gear, as far as I'm aware. Yep, push his muscles all the way to the max. Or do you think they're a bit too big and uneven? Like, should I shrink him down a bit? Or should I just keep him at the max? I'll let you decide. I've been thinking about giving him a stinky aura, but, nah. I think he's fine the way he is. Now, this is the main reason why I chose the Earth element, because of this fist ability. I figured it would, it came closest to, corresponding with his abilities in the games.
The return of my ultimate awesomeness!
I wasn't sure what voice to give him, so I decided to just go with that. Would you prefer I chose a different music? I'll let you decide. Alright. Let's see Zitz in action.
Time for more adventure!
It's croaking time.
yourself some moat.
So, what do you guys think? Let's see, this video has been going on for... still got a few minutes. So even though those are all the main ones I wanted to show, there's one more surprise one I kept aside. Now this next one isn't necessarily based on a well-known character exactly. This is actually something... I'm going to do something a little different for once. You see, I have this very good online friend named Riozen Reed. I'm not sure if you know him. He's a very chill, very cool VTuber, and I've gotten along with him quite well over the past few months, more or less. And he and I are very good online friends. I didn't really plan this out when I was saying this, so. You know, I want to do something special for him. I was thinking about maybe doing like a joke, no rules duels episode with him against another VTuber like Guar or something, but he said I didn't have to do that or anything, so I decided to go with something a little more simple, something I know I can do. I decided to recreate his avatar in the game. So, even if you don't know him, you still might find him cool. Let's take a look. This is for you, Riozen.
Can't hold a candle to my ultimate awesomeness. A royal entrance.
So, what do you think, Riozen? I know the hair doesn't look exactly the same, but unfortunately there is no facial customizable features other than colors. And this was about the closest one I could get. The others didn't quite match exactly. What do you think? Do you think it looks enough like you? I think it does. I don't know what his entire body looks like, so I made sure to at least get the fur coat part down. Do you like it? Hey, Riozen, do you want a tail? Or would you rather not? You like the weapon I chose? Or would you prefer something like this? Or one of these, maybe? I think this one suits your style. Good one. How about an aura? Or do you think you'd look fine just like this? If you're wondering why I chose the fire element, it's mainly because I didn't know which element to choose for him, and is this your kind of music, or not really? Anyway, I had a Fire Knight Imaginator on hand, and that's already developed a bit, so I decided to work with what I had. Plus, I didn't really have any other purpose for it, and I figured, don't let it go to waste. So yeah. Hey, Riozen, is the sword your weapon of choice, or would you wield something different, like maybe a gun, an axe, a hammer, a bow and arrow, or something else? You let me know. Alright. Let's see what this guy can do.
Tally-ho!
I also wasn't sure which voice to give him, so I decided to just go with this very eccentric, charming voice here.
Fire it up! Can't hold a candle to my ultimate awesomeness.
You know what? Let's see if I can spell out his initial.
Woohoo!
Close enough.
Fire! Yeah!
So what do you think? Do you like it? Well, If you ever see it, I'm not sure if you will or not, please let me know. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Skylanders Imaginators Guest Stars. Well, that's all I have for today, guys. Oh, I've also made quite a few new Overwatch characters recently, but matter of fact, I made so many that I decided to just save them for another episode. So that's coming real soon. So stay tuned for it. Till then, I'll see you guys next time.